Yo! Hello. Good morrow, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, people. How are we today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mike is good. Lovely jubbly. Yep. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Joey, you're not live again. That wouldn't make sense, would it? It absolutely would. Welcome. Where's my... Oh, no. Let's get another pair. Another pair of gloves. Straight from the washing machine. Yeah. Are the gloves in the same box as my boxers? Absolutely. The Great Dane, welcome. How are you today, my friend? Who we got in the chat? Who's here today? Yo! Welcome. Oh, these smell incredible. Oh. Thank you for amazingly good smelling gloves, Lord. I appreciate you. More than you ever realise. Who we got? Berry, welcome, by the way. T, we got Pog, welcome. On my way to the dentist right now. I wish you the best of luck. Reem, welcome. Max, Kashi, hello. James, good morning, my friend. MS Blind, welcome. Bodge, MK, what's good, my guy? How are you? Reem, welcome. Yeah, keep them guessing exactly that. James, welcome, my friend. How are you today? Steve, Filio, Techno Buzz over on the YouTube. Am I seeing that right? Welcome, Techno. How are you today? New gloves, not new gloves, clean gloves. Was that Discord or was that Steam? Yeah, it was Discord. Switching it up today, lovely doubly. Health is wealth, go and see your dentist. Facts! Can't believe I caught that. Factually true. No butterfly cup. I know. Chill and relax. Welcome. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Snap. Welcome. How are you? It's takeaway tonight, chat. Takeaway tonight. I said to Mrs. JDT, Mrs. JDT, do you know what? We just had shopping delivered. But you best believe it's Domino's tonight. Yeah. Hugo, welcome. And thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Just sent my ally to Loki for a 32 gig mod. No, you didn't, James. Did you actually? Let's go. Yes. I love that. I absolutely love that. Thank you for putting your trust in him. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, chill and relax, my guy. Happy birthday. Recover from squash. Well, I done a tricep workout on Sunday. No, sorry, I done a tricep workout on Saturday. I done squash yesterday, and my triceps today are in pain. And I don't know why, because usually I do quite a lot of tricep and bicep workout and chest, so I don't know why they're hurting so much today. They were hurting a little bit yesterday, but I'm recovered. I like to think I'm recovered from squash, yes, but I'm not going to gym. I'm taking a rest day today because I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Technically, I've done some exercise, so I'll have a rest day today and then back in again tomorrow. Yeah, welcome guys. How are we today? Is everybody okay? Got a kebab today. It's my daughter's 16th. Let's go. I've not had a kebab in a while, you know. This song is bumping. I like that. It's just an instrumental called Balling, actually, on Epidemic Sound. Right. So, Loki being Loki has sent us the updated version of the BIOS. So what I'm going to do, first things first today, guys, is I need to install the BIOS and just make sure that this ROG Ally is going to be okay. If it is, I'm actually thinking today, one in the chat if you want to see this, I'm actually thinking we go for a... Do you want me to do the hot air video live? You know I said about doing the hot air video. Would you guys like to see the hot air video live? So would you like to see me do HDMI port replacements, removing components, putting components back on with the hot air station, and then I'll just get that chucked up as a video on YouTube. Can I work with a cheap hot air station? Would you guys like that today? I don't know if that's what you guys want. I'm not too sure, but we can make it work. We can make it work. Red Sun, welcome. How are you? What a treat. Charlie Brown is a first-time chatter. Welcome, Charlie. How are you today, my guy? All right. Let me get the BIOS done. Now, what I need to do, first things first... So Loki kindly sorted us out the BIOS. I now need to take the information that Loki sent me over, the bin. What do they call it? They call it the dump. I think that's what it's called. I need to take the dump, put it onto the BIOS, and then solder the BIOS onto the board and confirm everything working. And it will have to go through Windows updates and all those sorts of things. But I have faith that it's going to, if the BIOS password was our only issue here. In my opinion. I haven't found that board yet, and it absolutely drove me insane yesterday, Bridge. Can't lie. I reckon it must be in the loft. I haven't been up in the loft yet. So I think that's where it is, if I'm being honest. But in my head, I'm also very upset with myself because I'm thinking, why on earth did I put it up in the loft, you know? It was one of those. Wait, where did I put... Here we go again. Joey losing his absolute marbles. All right. So let's open up our programmer. Bosh, bish, bosh, bish, bosh. Detect that bad boy. Select that bad boy. I've already written to it. I've already read it, which is good. So I've read it already. Send that over to Loki. Loki sent me over another one. So I've got the file saved. So now all I need to do is open Discord. I then need to download the bin, and I'm gonna put that in the usual place. Yo, who's our first subscription of today? Who are you? Right, write and check and do all of those good things. Here we go. It's writing. The Great Whack. Thank you very much, The Great Whack, for the Prime subscription. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. 1,167 total Twitch subscribers now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. How are you, The Great Whack? Are you okay? Ark was great yesterday. Did you guys enjoy Ark yesterday? For those who, I don't know if anybody did, yonder over to said Twitch, I did stream some Ark Raiders. And I've been doing that a little bit more recently, going from, you know, fixing electronics to then jumping into the gaming streams and doing some of that just for a little bit more of a chillaxed vibe. And, you know, I hope people are enjoying it. If not, that's all good. Yeah, no, just one of those situations to the nations is all. Right, I'm going to put on something a little bit more that I know of. Let's go Gregory David. These are very well-known tracks on the old JDT. Yeah, there we go. Ark is a great game. Can't wait for more objectives. It's level 75 with no more. I'm probably gonna play a little bit more if I can to try my hardest to get up to level 75. I feel like that's what needs to happen. I need to get to level 75. I need to do all the quests and all those good things. And then once I've done that, I'm just gonna have so much. I'm just gonna have so much fun. I really enjoy the PvP aspect. I like to think I'm getting a little bit better, but I'm probably not. So yeah. Well, so there is, I don't know if anybody's heard of Storage Hunter. Has anybody heard of Storage Hunter on Steam? I'm writing, by the way, to the BIOS, so this will, I'll show you guys, because, I mean, it doesn't really necessarily matter, me showing you this part, does it? So, yeah, I'm going to be playing some Storage Hunter with Gibbs, I think. I think that's the situation. Yeah, I think I'm going to play some Storage Hunter with Gibbs. Storage Hunter is where you go and you buy lots. So you buy lots of broken stuff and like not even stuff that's broken, but necessarily like you buy units, you bid on them, and then you sell them at a profit. So lines up nicely with profit or loss, and you can play it 2-player. So I think Gibbs is actually getting me a key, and then once I've got a key for the game, me and Gibbs will set something up where we can do a little bit of a duo stream and see who can make the most money. I don't know if it's going to be like a me versus Gibbs situation, or whether it's going to be we're going to work together to earn good money and open like lots of stuff. I thought that would be pretty good though. What do you guys think? So it'll be a start from scratch, make some money situation. Matamus, welcome. How are you today, my friend? Not on Steam, but I'm guessing the same. I think it's the same as the TV show, yeah. King Sai says, where do you buy your allies and other broken stuff? It's largely just eBay and Marketplace. It's largely eBay and marketplaces. I have found somebody who is a seller on eBay that I now speak to a little bit more independently rather than using the platform to obtain stuff a little bit cheaper. Because I trust them, they can trust me. So yeah. The Real News, welcome. How are you? Thanks again for the help, Joe. You're more than welcome, Handy Dandy. Hopefully it sorts it out for you. Denny's, welcome. How are you? Just landed an hour ago in the UK. Even better to watch some live repairs. What? What do you mean you just landed in the UK? Where are you from? A great whack. But yeah, Retro, I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Kind of what I figured. Still hoping for untapped broken console resource. I know. Yeah. I try and advise people that if they're wanting to do this as an actual like a living, right? So if you want to do this as a living, then what you're going to have to do is do it as a service. Like trying to the Profit or Loss series is designed mainly for entertainment. I think people who watch the series on the regular will see that actually. Yeah. Handy dandy, my guy. Handy dandy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. I appreciate you muchly. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Coming in with a tier 1 to Murky, Cerebral, Forsaken, S. Graves, and Raphael. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you, Handy dandy, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That means a lot. You're more than welcome. You don't have to do that because I spent 2 seconds helping you. Okay, let's just clear that up. You don't have to. You don't owe me anything, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Joe, you should do an 80 watt-hour mod to Ally if you do the 32 gig RAM. Yeah, I'm not too sure yet. I still need to get some bits and bobs for it if I'm going to do it, you know. It's a whole level for me to be held responsible for someone else's devices. I had a side business working on DSs a decade ago probably, but never took in customer repairs. That's where the money's going to be ultimately. So the risk and reward, it's one of those situations, you know. I think it's one of those things. Oh, wait a minute. Garbage says, I'm entertaining the idea of selling a service of upgrading controllers to Hall Effect on eBay where they send me the controller, I upgrade it and send it back. Thoughts? I mean, let's talk about this logically, right? Garbage. If you're looking at doing it from like a business perspective. So how much are you thinking of selling that service for? Because one thing as well, you're going to have to bear in mind, I don't know if eBay chart, I'm going to assume there is an eBay fee there for the advertising, right? It will actually come off as a listed fee every time somebody buys, but we need to work out, and you need to find out how much it's going to be that they're going to take a fee. You need to work out how much it's going to cost for the Hall Effect analog sticks. You need to work out how long it's going to take you in terms of time, not just the repair. I'm talking about packaging, sending, logistics, everything like that. Because I'm just, in my head, I'm thinking that Hall Effect upgrades, I don't know if they're going to be worth the time and effort to do them. So you really need to work out profit. If this is the first thing that you're doing in terms of actual fixing as a service, who am I to say don't do it, even if the profit isn't that good? Because this could be a huge stepping stone for you personally in your journey. Do you know what I mean? It could be that this is now a stepping stone to you going, okay, let me get invested on eBay and see how this service works. And then actually, oh, now I'm doing that, I feel a little bit more confident doing this repair and this repair and this repair. And you might actually be able to branch out a little bit and build your customer base. And then once you've built your customer base, you can then ship yourself from eBay over to your own personal platform, where then you now don't have your platform fees. So there's like a load of different ways that you can look at it. Just me saying, you know, work out your profit. And if you're doing it for a loss, it's not going to, it's not going to work out. But garbage, you need to also take into consideration your livelihood, what you've got around you. What's your living situation like in terms of, are you renting? Do you have your own home? Is your home paid off? Do you have anybody else to support who relies on you? There's so many different things. I know that this is looking into it way too much, but at the same time, those are my thoughts. If you're looking at doing these things to that extent, And also, I would say that you need a little bit of a, just in case anything goes wrong, you need to make sure that you have a little bit of a pot. When I went full-time JDT in January 2024, 10% of every single repair that I did, I probably ran a repair service for a month or two, and I kept it very quiet. I don't think I advertised it on the main channel. I'm pretty sure I just had something that if you need a repair, just send me an email or fill out the form. I don't think I even said about it in my videos. I think it was just in the description. And luckily I worked with some people, and it was UK only. And I worked on devices that, it was amazing to do, in the sense of, if I went to do it, I'd be able to do it full time 100%. However, the stress that comes with it is, working on other people's devices as a service comes with its stresses. But 10% of any money that I made from that would go into what I used to call like a pot, a separate pot, whereby if anything went wrong, that was my recovery pot. So essentially, any profit that was being made from these repairs, 50% was out of the game, because my 10% would go to like a backup pot in case anything went wrong. So if I made £100 on a repair, £10 of that would go into a backup pot. So I'd have that. And then I'd also have I'd go 40% tax, worst case scenario, because obviously up until a certain amount it's 20%, then after that it'd be 40% depending on how much you earn. 12,570 was tax free. Like, it just depends, because if you're operating as a business it's different. But I just went 50% written off. Half of anything I earned was actually, I thought, okay, I'll be able to use that as actual money, but I didn't need to really, because I had the content creation. But I just wanted to I just didn't know if I'd be making any money from the content creation as much as what I was earning full time. So I just had to be very, very safe. And I just done a few repairs to, work it out. Emergency funding, absolutely. Did you have insurance? So luckily, the way that it worked, I didn't necessarily have insurance, because I couldn't get insured. Nobody would insure me, because I was working out of my house. I've got certain insurance now for my business, but for the repair aspect, it's really difficult, especially when you're working from home. When I worked at Rocket Repairs, which was a shop, you have insurance, you have liability insurance. But in terms of actually being insured for the repairs, it's a lot of money, because you have to go privately. Because the thing is, guys, what we have to think about, there's no insurance for repair, really. You could go private and you can say, this is the situation. There's no certificate. There's no certificate to show that you're a competent technician. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of these things, the world of repair is very cowboy, in the sense that there's nothing on paper to prove that you are going to do that repair well. No, nothing officially. There's some, you know, there's some certifications that you can get from independent companies and all of those things, but it's so niche, like the repair world is so niche. Who's going to insure that? So you have to pay over the odds for like private insurance. Then I think that's why I say about the 10%, because ultimately that could be your insurance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that could be your insurance, your emergency funding and insurance. So for every grand you make, you've got £100. I'm not being funny. If you've done repair as a service and you were earning good money, you can make thousands a month. And then if you take 10% on that thousand, say you make 5 grand, you take 10%, that's 500 quid. So, and that 500 quid is probably more than what you're paying for your insurance. And the thing is, right, I'm sorry, personal experience. One, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 23 months in a row. Personal experience, insurance is a scam. Like, I know that you have to have certain insurances in place. I get that. I completely understand that. This is just a complete and utter bread and butter opinion of mine. Insurance is a scam. It's the biggest scam, man. Some of them. So I am much more comfortable having my own insurance for certain things. What do I mean by my own insurance? Percentage of my income. As simple as that. I always have percentage of my income put in different places just in case things, you know, take a turn for the worst. Because trust me, if you want to try and get money out from that insurer, you best believe you're going to have to spend 10 years having to prove what you said is correct. Honestly, the stress that comes with it. I don't know if anybody else has the same opinion, but it is what it is. Ricky, welcome. As they say, chat, as they say. Now, this saying wasn't made up for no reason at all. Cash is king. Now, when I say cash is king, I'm not talking about physical cash. I'm not talking about notes or pound coins. I am talking about being able to pay for stuff up front. Cash is king. The leverage you have, you know what I mean? Cash is king. As simple as that. It's just my ethos. It's just how I operate personally. The stress of having to wait for somebody else to give you money and do X, Y, Z. That's why I share my goal with you guys about paying off my mortgage. And I'm quite open about that. I want to pay off my mortgage. I don't want to owe anyone anything. I don't want any of that. That's just me. I don't want any of that. Weight off my shoulders, mortgage free, lovely jubbly. If I then choose to upgrade to another property or whatever, so be it. As long as that's my only expense. Right. I think I've got this bars off. Sorry. Rant. I know. Important rant, though. Important rant. Sorry, Garbage, did you say anything else on the matter, my friend? Because I just went off on a rant, so GG. Insurance in the USA is the same. They always find a loophole. Of course they do, yeah. That's what their job is, and that's what advisors' jobs are, you know. If somebody's investigating your insurance claim, then, you know, there's ways to... I'm not going to use the term play the system, because that I don't want to... I'm not trying to get myself in trouble here, but what I'm saying is that, you know, if you're smart enough, you can absolutely... do what you need to do to make sure that you get your money. Let's put it that way. But I don't want any part of that personally. Not me. Did you know car dealers make near no profit off sales? It's the loans, the lawyers. Oh. Damo, welcome. How are you? We're just talking about... I just went off on a little bit of a rant. Garbage was wondering about doing a service on eBay, which I would, again, highly recommend if that's what you want to do. Real cash notes are king because the face value of a £10 note never changes. If you pay someone £10 by card, the banks always take their cut. Eventually that £10 is worth almost nothing, whereas the £10 note is still worth £10 note. It's very true. Yeah, it's very true. I mean, if you take a £10 note and you trade that with somebody to buy something 100 times, it's still a £10 note, is what Marty's saying. But if you take a debit card and you do 100 of the same transaction and it's 10p per transaction, then that £10 is zero. Am I right? Yeah, you have depreciation, of course, as well. So that £10 does eventually become less, worth less in terms of inflation and whatnot. Good conversations to have, though, guys. I like our methods, our thought methods today. I like our thought methods today. Very good. Very good. I'm doing well with the buying and selling, but I'd like to open this up as an idea, start on eBay and hopefully transfer it to my own website. Exactly. That's what I think it's difficult as well, because don't forget, we're in different positions. Everybody's going to be in a different position. If I was to open my very own repair shop, it would be different. It would be different because my marketing would be completely different to yours, right? So like I've got my YouTube channel. I've built it up for a few years, and I feel like I'd get a few people that are wanting a repair, especially if I went worldwide, which is a different story. But it all depends. But I mean, I'd be using, you know, Facebook ads for repairs and all those sorts of things. Garbage, I think, is going to be your method. But so you're going to have to actually inject a little bit into it, because you don't expect to have many sales on eBay to start with, because you're going to have a fresh account. People aren't going to see, there's going to be no reviews. You know what I mean? Fiverr, yeah, Fiverr. I don't know if you're able to advertise your repair services on Fiverr, but that's what I'd be looking at. But the thing is, you're going to have to put a cash up front for the marketing. Right, let's take this BIOS off now, because I've transferred the one that Loki has given me over to this chip, and then we're going to put it back on the board, and hopefully it's going to work. If not, it's all good. We'll figure out what the situation really is. See you later. And my little bit of tape is just going to sit there. Lovely jubbly. I'm planning on going on a full-time repair, but want 10,000 as a backup for our... That's really smart, James. Having some sort of, you know, emergency fund is the way to go. You need to make sure you have expenses covered. And do you know what? Some people can't put a number on it, but ideally what you want to aim for is at least 6 months worth of bills paid, everything, expenses. 6 months of everything paid is what you kind of want to aim for, I imagine. But again, it depends on your living situation and your circumstances. Everybody's different, you know. Guys, I'm right in thinking pin 1 is top left, right? Not left, right, but top left. Facebook ads are cheap, $12 for 3 days, at least here in the States. Have you verified the right to the chip? Absolutely not. Also, this is 100% a side gig. I've got my career that pays for life and family. The hobby pays for itself. I did over $1,000 in selling controllers I fixed in 2025. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, it also depends on how much, you know, how much time it's going to take. Garbage. Try it. Why not? Why not? I mean, if you've got everything else sorted and it's not going to be like a finance thing, yeah, just give it a go and see how much time it takes and whatnot. Chat, are we working on the second ROG ally from the last video? We're not, Anastasia. No, that ROG has been dispatched and used for parts, unfortunately, because that was about 2 weeks ago. It's gonzo. That ROG ally is gonzo. I've been running a motorcycle repair business for 20 years now, and I've noticed more people going back into the cash the last couple of years. When you say cash, are we talking notes or are we talking paying up front full price? I'm going to have to throw some money at marketing for my phone repair biz. I have a job, though, so it's a side gig. Would a cheap soldering air station be better than nothing to start out, or should I wait? Oh, keep playing Kale. The video that I'm going to be doing in a second is going to be with a cheap hot air station, so you're about to see and witness the exact answer to your question in real time. Insurance in the USA and the same. Yeah, loopholes. Ben, welcome, buddy. How are you today? Top left is the spot. Thank you, guys. I'm thinking about closing my repair shop. The amount of bureaucracy I need to do is stupid. End of year was so crazy for me because the tax departed checked my numbers. Wait, what? The tax departed? You mean the tax department checked your numbers? Actual notes, Marty? Oh, I see. Okay. Which has its own worries with, like, counterfeit, you know? I'm not even... I'm actually an advocate for, you know, transactions through, like, digital money, personally. Because it's just easy. You know, I know there's some people out there that prefer cash, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just... I live in a digital... My whole persona and job is digital. So, for me, it's easy. You have to just make sure that the tax man is happy, guys, okay? Please make sure the tax person is happy. First time catching one of the streams. XZS, welcome, my friend. How are you today? Yeah, Layu, that kind of sucks. Wait, if they checked your numbers, was everything good, Layu? And do you do your numbers yourself, or do you have someone else do your numbers? Right, let's put this BioSay on. Love your vids. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. All right, 450 degrees Celsius, airflow speed, 50 percentile. Yep. Yep, you heard me right. You might be thinking, Joey, that's a lot for this board. This board's pretty thick, FYI. Samsung Tab 9. I've replaced the USB-C port with no issues yesterday, and now I can't get the screen working. Looks like the connection is damaged. Not sure what to do. Any help, please? Ricky, if you join the Discord, you'll be able to get much more in-depth and better help there, my friend, rather than on the actual stream itself. Unless somebody is a tablet connoisseur right now. Sales tax is insane, at least here in the top. Yeah, I can't lie. US taxes are so confusing to me. I mean, you've got state. What have you got? State, You've got state tax, you've got sales tax, and you've got, I mean, we've got the sales tax in terms of VAT, but you've got state tax, sales tax, and federal tax. Is that right? 3 lots of taxes to deal with. Okay, so let's put this IC on. I'll put a little bit of flux on. Doesn't seem to be doing great at the moment. Just a little bit. I've like injected the flux, you see. And now we should have some more success. I'm actually going to put the air up here. It's about 70% now. There she goes. Cool. New Hampshire, we don't have sales or income. Nice. Do you think you'll try fixing other PC components? I enjoyed watching the GPU and laptop videos. Potentially, yeah. Sales tax is 20% in the UK. Correct, yeah. Yeah, we have something called VAT, value added tax, which is essentially sales tax. And the requirement, I think it's 95k now is what you need to earn to have sales tax. I think VAT. I think you need to have a you need to have total turnover of 95k or 90k. There we go. That's soldered nicely on both sides as well, so we are good to go. Put this back together, test run it, reset it, do all the Windows updates, the drivers and everything, and we should be in the profit. Is that the tax recommendation channel, or do we watch Learnrepair Tech? Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we talk about a plethora of different things on this channel, because sometimes it's nice to just share experiences, I think, and help people out, because do you know what? This stuff's not taught in school, and sometimes we have younger people watching the stream, and if we can educate in the sense of, you know, a lot of my stuff is opinionated, of course, but if then that then forces somebody to go out and do the research for themselves, it's a different ballgame. I'll give you an example, right? Guys, when I was streaming and earning a little bit of money here in the UK, I'm talking £100 or so for the year, back in like 2015, 2016. I didn't know what to do. I have a really fun fact. There is a guy who's a good friend of mine, and when I went to Insomnia, I want to say 2017 or 2018, and I made my first like £1,000 for the year from streaming, right? And I needed to declare it as income. I didn't know what I was doing, and the people that I was inquiring with like were not laughing at me, but definitely like wouldn't get back to my inquiry about what it is that I needed to do, because business back then was different. 2017, 2016, whatever. Like streaming was different. Streaming was new, and people didn't know what I was talking about. My friend who was an accountant helped me. He was like, you just need to do a simple tax return. He was like, I'll do it for you for free. I said, what do you mean? The stress, guys, I nearly quit everything because of it, because I was so stressed, because I wanted to do everything legally. I was so stressed. And he was like, yeah, man, I'll just sort you out. He saved my career. I owe this guy a lot. I owe this guy a lot. He basically saved everything for me. So, you know, if a little bit of advice that I can give just whilst rambling on a stream can help somebody else, amazing. Just make sure your taxes check out. Our version of VAT VA 90k. But the thing is, so there's different there's different things to it. The beauty of I'm going to say online digital media and different incomes from around the world is that if a business has a turnover of, say, £1 million, right? Listen to this. And this is, again, my opinion and just stuff that I've researched, you know, do your own research and all those good things. If a media business in the UK who deals with majority of their income from overseas and has treaties and all those things, you still have to, you know, declare that there is no, it's outside of scope with VAT. So if you earn £1 million in the UK, but a lot of your income comes from overseas, and let's just say as an example, 5% is from the UK and is towards VAT, even though your turnover is £1 million, you still might not be VAT registered if you're a business, because if your income is 50k, but the rest of it is 950 from the rest of the world, that's how it could work out. Fun fact. For those who didn't know. You don't, I mean, yeah, you have to prove everything. You have to prove every transaction, because if the tax man comes for you, yes, of course, you need to make sure that you've got all of your receipts and everything. LTT screwdrivers are so gorgeous. I agree. I agree. Laptop disassembly, welcome. And that's the beauty with making money online, I guess, is, you know, those sorts of benefits. I mean, you have to prove every transaction as a business. You have to prove every transaction as a business. That's why you use like accounting software, QuickBooks or Xero. I would just advise everybody to make sure they've got all of their ducks in a row when it comes to tax and stuff, because it burns so many people, man. Everything I've done with JDT, usually 50%, I'm like, it's tax. I'm just, even though it's not, I'm just like, I don't care, 50% is going to the side just so I have enough money. So at the end of the year, when I need to pay my bill, it's paid, no questions done. I want it done and dusted. That's just me. That's how I operate. Okay, just a couple more screws. What I will tell you is that business model saves you a lot of stress of just paying your taxes on time, you know? I will definitely say that. I will definitely say that. I am that annoying person, and my accountants, I know that, you know, when I message them, they're like, no, you're not annoying us. I know I'm annoying them. But as soon as my tax year is done, I'm like, let's get this sorted, please. At your earliest convenience, please can I pay some money towards this? Because I don't want any part of any tax person knocking on my door. And if they do, I'll have everything ready. We tax geese in Canada, not ducks. What? The Canada geese tax? What? It's how business is taught. It's right. I don't know, Benny. There's so many people out there, right, that talk about when it comes to business, you borrow all this money to make more money and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know if not even ethically, because it's not about ethics. It's just like, as a business model, I don't think I could operate like that, which is probably why I'd fail in 99.9% of other businesses. But it's worked well for me so far. And like I said, I'm just blessed, and I hope that I can continue doing what I do now. I have an accountant, absolutely. I think it's just gone up. I think I pay £270 a month for my accountant. So I pay over £3,000 a year to my accountant. But guess what? That stress is worth it for me. It's as simple as that. That stress, not having that stress, is worth it for me, man. Non-negotiable. I pay £300 a year for my accountant. Yeah, it depends. You wouldn't pay that if you had a business. If you had a Nick, if you're talking about in the UK, if you had a limited company, you wouldn't be paying that. I mean, if you did, fair enough. But I would highly, highly, highly doubt it. Because not only do you have all your personal accounts to do, you have the business accounts to do. Right now, I'm stressed with my first year taxes. James, you're in the US, right? Just seek advice. Seek advice with a professional, 100%. Always seek advice with a professional. Don't let, you know, I mean, I was, again, very lucky, but my friend was, and still is, an accountant. So I was very lucky in the sense that he guided me when I needed it the most, because I was so scared, man. I'm not afraid to admit that. I was worried. And it was only £1,000, I say only £1,000, but it was, you know, it was an amount that needed to be claimed. I'm 25 and everyone just borrows crazy money. Yeah, I'm not a borrower personally. Canada Goose. Oh, I forgot. I don't. So that joke went completely over me. How are you today? Forgot, by the way. What would be the easiest repairs to start with, considering the plan is to buy something broken online to avoid stress and than other people's devices? I wouldn't. Oh, you've just said easiest. You're not even talking about profit. I would say, I mean, no repair is going to be easy, Pickle Rick. What I would say, however, is start with, I'd actually advise to start with something a bit more complex, to see it, you know, chuck you in the deep end, just to show you how difficult they can actually get. And that's why I like to recommend Nintendo DS Lites. Is for that exact reason. Nintendo DS Lites. Because they can be a little bit of a pain, you know? I'm a sole trader. I do a lot of... Exactly, yeah. So you just pay for a specific service, you know? That's why it's a lot cheaper. Desi! Yo! Des, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. One of the benefits of working for a company, all my taxes are handled for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That screw's not going in. Oh, I just realized I didn't even take the SSD out, guys. Well, I hope that's okay. I'm assuming it will be because the hot air's on the other side as well, but I just realized I didn't take it out. Lord, the glove, what was I doing? Same sole trader. Exactly, yeah. Sole trader's what I was personally before I incorporated Joey Does Tech. Not an accountant, but a tax agent. Oh, nice. Oh, Benny, so what I'm saying seems to be making some sort of sense. Ever thought of doing some device hacking as well for repairs? No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm not a software type of person. The tax office is happy when I don't fill in the forms, otherwise they'll have to pay. I don't know what we're yelling about. Who's yelling? I used to work in video games many years ago. I went to CEX today for the first time in years. It was a trip down memory lane. I loved it. Nice. Do you use any programs like QuickBooks to keep all your stuff together and combine eBay sales into all before you go to your accountant? I won't say what software, because I get, you know, I know that nobody's going to really be able to do anything. But yes, I use online accounting software to make sure everything's okay. So basically, there's something called reconciling. So any transaction that I receive into my bank account has to be reconciled. So anything that goes in and out, that's why I don't deal with cash personally, because it's just so much easier to be online. Any in or out that happens usually has a receipt to it, or a bill, for example, to prove exactly what it is that I'm spending and why. I'm a busy. Oh, I see, Benny. Oh, okay, fine. All right. Yeah. I used to use Microsoft Money back in the day, but they discontinued it about 20 years. Microsoft Money, I never even heard of that. Never. Cash is easy to lose on the draw, though. Yeah, and easy for people to steal. Not that that's necessarily a reason to not have it, but, you know, you have to take everything into consideration, I think. Digital money is a lot, I say a lot harder to steal, you know, as long as your security is in place. I like talking about this stuff because, again, if it can just help one person out there, then my job is, I feel like my job is good, you know? It's as simple as that, really. And again, it's not actual advice, so please, guys, taxes and all those things, do your own research. Des, like I said, thank you very much for the Prime subscription, 1,175. Thank you. I just wish that, you know, when I was doing all of this stuff, that actually some people would be a little bit more open to talking about how it worked, because that's just how, you know, I used to feel like I was struggling with those things because nobody, like, no content creators back then talked about it at all. I'm okay for the most part. Still cannot sleep 1 to 4 hours per day. Wow, man. How can you operate on 1 to 4 hours per day? I don't even... It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Still on this... Oh, that's annoying. Recently started live streaming your gaming. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Forgot. Wait, did you say you... I cannot earn any money doing it because I'm still on disability. You can't earn any money... Oh, because does it count as like... Oh, I see. Because if you get any money from it, it then counts as earning, right? And then that affects the disability. Do you have any exhaust fans when soldering? I do. I have a fume extractor, yeah. Health is wealth. So, Joey, you love fixing game machines. What games do you like playing, if any? Oh, Nick, I actually recently played... yesterday, I streamed Arc Raiders and played some Arc Raiders. Yep. Would like to know your heart rate when taking these things apart, getting stressed and worried. I don't necessarily get stressed and worried now when taking these things apart. It really depends on the fix. If I'm doing soldering or... It depends on what it is. Like, if I was doing an APU transplant, for example, it would be a lot higher. But just doing this now and talking to you guys, I'm pretty sure it'd just be at resting, maybe a little bit higher, because sometimes I get a bit exaggerated with my words. MS Blind, welcome, by the way. Oh, yes, a Monday, isn't it? Lovely jubbly. I don't know when I worked, it was all Tomb Raider, Nintendogs, GTA Vice City. Wow. GTA Vice City, what a game. Okay, that's that back together. Right, let me quickly put the battery. And make sure we're all good. I have confirmed that the device actually turns on, which is nice. Nice for the device. And that it works. So if I have screwed this around somehow, then it's completely on me and my fault. It was my first exposure to Ark. I loved it. Was watching with my mouth open like a donkey, mesmerized. What? Ark Raiders? You were mesmerized watching me play Ark Raiders? Joey, what is Ark Raiders? Essentially, I'm pretty sure the whole lore with it is that robots and machines have taken over the world, right? And what they've done is they've taken Earth as we know it. And the Ark Raiders live underground to avoid conflict and the machines. Because if the machines find you, they will kill you. Right? So what you have to do is you have to go into the Earth, the outside, upstairs, and it's called topside in the game, and you have to bring resources and fight the machines, all those things, and basically build yourself up, complete missions, and get better and stronger so that it's easier to take out the machines. But it's PvP as well. I think that's a good-ish explanation of the game. But that's the lore. So it's PvP, PvE. Player versus player, or player versus environment? And I personally, as a PvP person, enjoy the PvP aspect. Loki, for example, plays a little bit more reserved and a bit more safe. I was going to ask Loki to play... I tried asking Loki yesterday to play Ark Raiders, but our time zones are a little bit different. So when I was streaming and playing it, Loki was at work. Sounds interesting. Do you recommend it? It does cost money. I mean, me personally, it depends on how, like... It depends. It really depends on so many different things. But... you know, there's a lot of free games that you can play out there. So with the recommendation of buying a game comes a lot of responsibility. If you have the funds to do so, and you like PvP and you like PvE, give it a go. But if you're someone who isn't massively into the PvP aspect, get ready to be frustrated. Yeah, $40, yeah. Where's the battery? Inside. Love Ark Raiders, it renewed my love for gaming. It's been a few years of not playing games so much. Some Helldivers 2 here and there. Yeah. I mean, graphically, it's really, really nice. And I've been playing with some other people as well, which has been really good. Tell me you're welcome. How are you? I've been following you for a while, but never been around when you are on a live. I've taken today off and saw the notification, decided to jump on. So hello from a rainy Kent. Yo, Barbecue. Welcome, my friend. Thank you very much for joining, hopping in. I appreciate you. And a big welcome to the stream. I have no gaming friends these days. Family life took over. I know. I get most of my gaming done at night time, which is why I probably suffer more so in the day. But, you know, for me, gaming, and people can say what they want. It's all good. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Gaming for me is my stress relief. As simple as that. I don't, you know, it's always been for me the way that I turn my brain off and switch off from the stresses of everything going on in real life, you know? But there is definitely, you have to have a balance. You really have to have a balance. You need to know, you know. But I was definitely, you know, I've had my addictions with gaming and stuff, and I've chosen to play games rather than do things productive with my time, which I think is a huge thing for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people aren't very productive because they play games too much. And that's one thing I'm going to have to really get balanced correctly with my kids. Unless, now there's a big caveat here, in my opinion. And my opinion is, it depends on what their vision and mission is in life. However, if they want to play games for a living, who am I to say that they can't? However, they're going to work for it. Do you see what I'm saying? So if, like for me, for example, it's a tough one. Did you guys see my tweet today? One in the chat if you saw my tweet. I'm on Twitter, by the way. I don't use it too much because I'm awful at it. But I put out a tweet today just to give you guys some, you know, insight. But again, yeah, I don't really use it too much. But here's to just give you guys a little bit of an insight, right? Look at this, chat. This fits in nice with what we're talking about, okay? So, this right here is since 2015. And unfortunately, I mean, I made my Twitch account in 2012, and I've been streaming personally since 2012. So, you know, we're talking 14 years. Unfortunately, I can't provide the data before 2015. It doesn't go back that far. This is how many hours I streamed in that time, which is a lot of hours, by the way, when you consider that this is full time. So just think about that for a second. I stream full time here. No job. Here, I had job. Now, it got a bit crazy, and again, this was what I would call addiction. This is what I would call addiction to streaming. And do you want to see how many viewers I averaged over that time? The exact same time period. You ready? That's how many viewers I averaged. This right here, January 2024, is when I went full time with repairs. This whole section here on the left is gaming. Everything. Every single bit of white section you see is gaming. When I say I averaged, you know, 5 viewers or so for the majority of my streaming career, this is exactly what I mean. So that should just go to show exactly that, you know, I put the time and hours. My point being, if my daughter or son showed me this data and went, this is, you know, this is how many hours I've put into this, you're talking 100 hours in a month. On top of working full time, I'd say, right, we really need to look at what we're going to do to make it, in your eyes, quote unquote, successful. we need to work on this. Like, we need to come up with a bit of an action plan that actually, if you want to make this a career and earn money from doing this and do it as something that, you know, gives you fulfillment, then we need to work on a plan together. That, for me as a parent, that's where I sit with all of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to be that person or that parent to tell my children that they can't do something they want to do. But trust me, if you want something, you're going to work hard for it. That's all I'm saying. And people who have tried the streaming game will know exactly what it's like and how difficult it can be. It's a lot of grueling hours, and it really depends. You really have to be smart. It depends on what you want. It really depends on what you want, because some people don't want to succeed in that way. Some people just enjoy streaming to their friends or something like that, which is obviously perfectly fine. It depends on what your goals and ambitions are, you know? It really, really depends. Okay, so ROG, it turns on. That's a result. That's really good. What I'm hoping is that it boots into BIOS. And when it boots into BIOS, I can go into cloud recovery. That's what I need to be able to do here. If I can go into cloud recovery, that's a great success. Lesson in finding your niche that graft. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I tried a bunch of different gaming niches. I sucked. What I didn't do is I didn't put out any short form content, or I wasn't really uploading necessarily to... I was uploading to YouTube, but maybe, you know, I should have honed in on stuff and jumped on trends and done all of those things. I mean, now my strategy would be entirely different if I wanted to, you know, quote unquote, make it or be successful, define myself being successful, you know. I streamed for a while 8 years ago, 6 to 10 viewers, priorities shifted, had my PC specs listed on my page, man, that system garbage. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if this is actually going to... Okay, fine, cool. New CPU installed. Sweet. Reset TPM. Yes, please. BX, welcome. How are you? I have my social... There we go. So we have booted into BIOS. Wait, there. This is... It doesn't say BIOS version. 339. Oh, I think that's... I don't know if that's old or not. I have no idea. So I go into advanced mode here. And then I go to advanced. And I go cloud recovery. And I start this jazz now. So wish me luck. Yeah, that seems rather... Oh, update. Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'll update it once it pushes through. Once I go through all the cloud recovery stuff anyway, it pushes an update to the BIOS, as you are fully aware. Have you done repairs career-wise? I worked in a repair shop. Guys, I worked in a repair shop. Listen to this. I worked in a repair shop. I was uploading content almost daily for that repair shop, whilst coming home and then doing repairs for JDT and filming repairs for JDT. Right here. I was double dipping with repairs. So Rocket Repairs is the name of the channel. And yeah, this is where we are. So all of these videos you see here were made by me, except for I'd say maybe 1 or 2. All of these. I didn't do thumbnails. And I didn't necessarily have a say on titles either. But, yeah.
Here we have ticket number 12795, and it's a faulty Nintendo Switch that needs a...
So as you can see, 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, Rocket Repairs. And then, you know, I'd come home and do some repairs for JDT and film them as well. So, yeah, it was a lot. PS5 quality problems. It's probably a HDMI port. Yeah. Yeah. This guy, look at him, man.
Yes, you could argue that maybe it might be a little bit of excessive force from the user.
Yeah. No, I think newest is 308. I want to say 308. I could be wrong though. Maybe I'm thinking of the Asus laptop that I had. This one was just a BIOS one that I'm doing now. I have a YouTube channel with done over 200 hours with about 3 views. Yeah. Yeah, supposedly, Nick. Yeah, I heard about that. I tend to make long form content. Yeah, I actually put out an announcement on my Discord this morning asking for short form video editors. So for like for my vertical stuff for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts. I'm looking for somebody to do some editing for me, short form. So I put out a message on my Discord this morning because I figured that, you know, doing it on my Discord is people who already watch my content and they should get an idea of like where to go, etc. Forgot to do, yeah, right, yeah, they forgot to do look, 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the look. It's the look that everybody wants. You look older back then. Yeah, I mean, it's stress. That was stress. Any videos of your workstation from your view? What now, Trey? Or are you talking about for the repair shop? Are you talking about now or the repair shop? I think one of the best jobs I had was at a repair shop for iPhone repair at an Apple store, but was never board level. Did they pay you residuals? No, but I earned. I think the deal originally was 50% of the income from YouTube, but we never really earned too much. But some months he'd actually give me 100% of it because he was like, it's not that much of a big deal, so you can have it. I'm like, oh, cool. Would love to have been able to help regarding short form, but I'm more graphic design trained by education than video. That's fair. Yeah, that's completely fair enough. Completely fair enough. I love how you people operate, doing free repairs, free gardening. It's, I found a channel yesterday where a young girl cleans houses for free. I'm not going to lie, I've never seen a house so bad. Yeah. No, absolutely not. I wouldn't be that sort of person, Benny to sue. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. The content that he's got on there is technically, you know, he owns it, even though I made it, edited it, recorded it, shot it. It's his content, to be fair. As long as he's not doing any harm with it, which he's not. It's just kind of sat on the channel, you know. And he can use that content as he wants. If he wants to use it as marketing, fair enough. As long as he's not saying this person still works here and we'll be doing this repair. Now let's see a room tour. I mean, I don't want to necessarily show you everything because my room's not very tidy, but I can quickly show you how it looks just with my phone. What are we? We are camo. Camo studio. Let's go for a little ultra wide. Yeah, buddy. This is how it looks. This is how we are. So I've got my hot air station, some other bits and bobs over to the right of me. I've got my router there. My Afen A902. I've got monitor 1, monitor 2. I've got my DSLR camera up there with a ring light. I've got my 2 lights up there. That's my old Doge. And I've got another camera pointing down. And I've got my microscope here and a bunch of other things over there, as you can see. That's my setup. That's from my POV. JDT's POV. All right, so chat, I'm going to give you 2 options right now. I'll give you 2 options. Okay. Let me do a poll. The 2 are going to be either a ROG Ally repair or use my hot air station, my cheap hot air station, to see how I get on and make a video out of it. 2 minutes. 2 polls, 2 minutes. You got one on YouTube. You got one on YouTube. You got one on Twitch Roonies as well. Des, like I said, thank you very much for the prime. I appreciate you in your face. 1,176 total Twitch subscribers. Thank you. Did someone say ARC? Gibbs, honestly, if you had a reply about the key for storage sim, I'd definitely consider giving that a go this afternoon. But I'm assuming that you're not going to have it. I might play some ARC later on, but I've just got one thing to do first. I'm thinking around about an hour or so. If you're available, I'll either play some ARC, or I might if you want to do storage sim. Chat, listen. You guys want to see a scary game? Yes or no? Don't leave just yet, Gibbs. One in the chat if you want to see Joey play a scary game. Two in the chat if you would like to see me play a scary game with Gibbs. Because Gibbs hates scary games as well. Gibbs hates scary games. So would you like to see me play a scary game with Gibbs? I mean, I see a lot of 2s, man. I see way more 2s. What do you mean, wait? No. So I've got a DM of Gibbs basically saying, oh, Joey, let's play a scary game. It'll be really, really good. And we can do X, Y, Z. Gibbs, could we... What about... Okay, listen. Because I know that it can be scary, you know, and all those things. And you might need new underwear. Gibbs, what about... Do you have a sub-goal? Gibbs, do you have a sub-goal that we could maybe set in place just in case you wanted to play a scary game with your boy? Because mine was 1,000. And, you know, I said maybe I would consider a scary game. Would you consider maybe setting a sub-goal? Or not? I'm really sorry for doing this in front of a live audience, but you left me with no choice. Hi, Joey. Lovely jubbly to meet you. You've started that off really well. Lovely jubbly. I wish you end the season with 2,000 profits soon. I would love to start repairing mobile phone devices and laptops after completing the season. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much, All About Gaming. I appreciate you. 10K YouTube? Because I think you're over that, right? 10K YouTube? Gibbs just said 10K YouTube subs. Let me just check real quick. Gibbs and Pieces. I think he's over 10K. Oh, he's 9.4K. Oh, that can happen. Yeah, we can make that happen. Yeah, that could happen. That could be a thing, I think. What scary game? I don't know. This would be something like, I don't know, Phasmophobia. People say about Phasmophobia or something. I don't know. Just popping in to say hi and keep my watch streak alive. No problem, Bohemian. Thank you very much. I'm washing my hair that day. Sorry. Gibbs is bold. Just to let you guys know. It doesn't mean you can't shine it, I guess, and wax it or something. So fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, you guys want to see a ROG Ally repair? Oh, 52% ROG Ally. ROG Ally 59% on YouTube. Guys, I'm going to end the vote on YouTube. If you want to see a ROG Ally, hit ROG Ally repair. It's completely free to do, by the way. If you want to take part in the vote, just hit that ROG Ally repair or cheap hot air soldering station. 87 votes. If we can get 100 votes, I'll call it there. All right, Mick Crick, let's have a talk, shall we? Let's have a conversation. Glad to see things are going well. Is that... Wait, is that... I don't want to get this wrong. Cold. Is that Cold who I think Cold is? Cold, is that you, Cold? Because there's only pretty much one person that I know of Cold. And I'll just say, I'll throw PUBG out there as an example. Yes, it is. Cold, my guy. How are you? How are you? 101 votes. Okay, it's ROG Ally time. It's ROG Ally time. I'm going to go get another ROG Ally. Your mate from across the pond. I hope you're well. I'm really, really good. How are you, Cobb? What have you been up to? I actually think I checked your Twitch channel the other day, man. I couldn't see that you've done no streams or anything like that. I hope you're well. I hope everything's going good for you, my guy. Yeah, Gibbs, I mean, it's not cyberbullying. But yeah, man, honestly, the public pressure and whatnot, I mean, if it's something that you wanted to do, please just let me know. Mate, I hate them. Guys, tell Gibbs, you guys can let Gibbs know how I feel about scary games. You guys know how I feel about scary games. You don't need me to tell you, because people in the stream will just tell you exactly how I feel about scary games and me doing them. Trust me. Trust me. I don't need to tell anyone. People can advocate for my scary games. I've done a scary game. I've done what is it called, guys? Whatever it was. Mortuary. That one, that assistant one, that was horrible. Horrible game. I had to play it in the light. I'm pretty sure I had to play it in the light. I can't play games like that in the dark, man. Busy being a father and raising some legit good humans for the next gen. Game-wise, still FPS gamer, Learnrepair. Let's go, my guy. Love cold, man. Guys, I'm going to go up to the loft. I'll keep my headset on. I'm going to go up to the loft and get another ROG Ally. So BRB 2 secondos, my friends. Now, I think we're running out, you know. I think we're coming to the end of the ROGs. ROGGs. All right, Gibbs. I mean, I won't go on about it. But just know that if it's something that you wanted to do for content and you thought, you know what, Joey, it would make good content. I think other people would enjoy watching us suffer. Then, or you want to set a sub goal. Completely up to you. But just know that I'm there for you. All right? Just know that I'm ready to put my pride on the line for you. Just remember that, okay? Right. Move this box out of the way. I've got to sort this loft out. Jeez Louise. What's this? This is no power. It just says faulty. Oh, faulty SD card. Oh, what's this one? Left thumbstick faulty. Oh my gosh. And this one I think it just doesn't boot. Guys, we could be in for immense, when I say immense, I mean immense profit. As long as I don't fall down the loft hatch. Does this make for good content? Absolutely not. But profits be calling, hey? Well, I probably shouldn't come down like that. Let me come down like this. Now, all I need to do is heat up the fuse where the card is. Oh my gosh. I literally have to heat up the card reader. That's it. Amazing. As long as that's the issue. Oh my gosh. I'm going to fall. Chat, if you hear a big thud, know that I'm okay. What's going on? Why is my chick screaming? Is she okay? Chick. Chick. Okay. She's screaming ambulance. But she's got like this toy thing. She's still going, okay. Oh, my ribs. That was a double whammy. Oh. Wait, what's that one down there? What have I got a rock down here? Oh, that's the one that I've actually just got apart right now, isn't it? Oh, is Gibbs still here? Or is he part-timed us again? Gibbs, you still here? I heard Stardew Valley's really scary. Oh, this guy, mate. Honestly. This guy. Your headset must have some range. Yeah. It's got some good range. Rogallo's broken one here. Canadian dollars at insanely priced. $500 with a broken SD card reader. Lord of glove. Glad you didn't flush the toilet while you're gone. I did. Saurus, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Guys, thank you very much for all the support so far today. I really appreciate it. Handy coming in with the 5 gifted subs earlier. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. 1,176 total Twitch subscriptions. Thank you, guys. We're going to move on to our next ROG ally. Now, this one could be insanely good profit. It is... Ready? I paid £155 for this ROG ally as well. Yo, Chunk coming in with a Prime subscription. My guy, thank you. And you know what? Chunk literally just hit the follow button. Chunk hit the follow button and then primed up. Thank you so much. The support is incredible. I was saying that this is like the bonuses to me. Anything I do with streamers. So thank you, guys. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind. JFix, welcome, by the way. Hello. Hello, fellow Joey from Portugal. Continue good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tomorrow, welcome. Joe, what would you typically pay for faulty Nintendo Switches? Now, no more than £30. No more than £30. 35, depending on condition. 35, no more than 35. Want to know something funny? I have a Switch OLED model a couple of months ago. The Wi-Fi chip died for about 2 to 3 months, but in December it came back fully working. That is funny. I like that. Mr. Random Bloke, welcome. How are you today? Bro, congrats on the milestones on YouTube. Ah, thank you, man. Yeah. It's been, let's just say it's been interesting. It's been an interesting journey, Cold. You've seen it. I was talking about it before, actually, today, showing off some Twitch stats. You've just missed it, where I was talking about how I was averaging 5 viewers since 2012 and on the grind, and put a lot of hours in. As you'll be aware, it was a grind. Hey Joe, do you only fix consoles and handhelds? Because those are more popular in the UK. No, not necessarily. They're just I prefer working on them. I sold my Switch earlier because the Wi-Fi died. How easy ever fixes it? Tough. It's reballing. $100? Wow, Beamwell, that's crazy. Good old days. The old days, yeah. I had to walk away whenever I was finally getting traction. Life takes over. It does, man. Yeah. It does. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. The issue with this one specifically is when it focuses. Come on. Left thumbstick, don't move. Left or right. Can you believe it? £155 for a faulty stick. Are you lying to me right now? Guys, can you imagine if that is the only issue with this? Like, what? There's no way that could be the only issue, right? There's no way. There's no way we're about to make an insane profit with this. We're talking about £100 profit here, potentially. We're talking about £100 profit. Wait, does it have a charge? It has an official charger as well. I don't believe it. Wow, look at that. We've got an official charger. So I've got a charger and a really, really good condition, by the way. ROG Ally is a little bit of dust on the screen, but look at this, man. Wow. Okay, let's make sure that it actually powers on and turns on, I guess, as well. That is something to bear in mind. As always. Oh, I'm not going to be able to use that, am I? I might have to use the charger. I mean, theoretically, this should turn on. I wonder if it just turns on like this. No. It's out of battery. I might have to use another USB-C charger. I might get like a charging dock, chat, for up here. I might get a charging dock for up here for like my watch, USB-C, anything else, lightning, all of that stuff. I might just get a charging dock. Might do that. Because as of recent, I found myself running out of places to charge things. You know what I mean? Gonna get back into content, I think. I'm gonna game, fix phones, tablets, learn S&D repair. Might as well do it on camera if that's what you enjoy. Yeah. Brave Star, OJ, Schnaggle. Thank you guys very much for the follows. I appreciate you. I found your YouTube a month ago. It's been great. Been learning a lot. May try to open up and fix my PS4 that died on me last year. Lovely jubbly. Let's go, Chunker. Anchor, yeah, I saw some. Part 2 of the laptop is live, by the way. Nice. When did you put it live, JFix? When did you put that live? Today? Why is that sitting up? Oh, it's because of that, isn't it? Nope. I just ordered an Ally X. Brand new, low-key. For yourself as like a treat. Really? Lord, a glove above on a dove. Let's give this some nice charge quick. I just want to verify it turns on. That's it, and then I can go back to the other one to replace my OG. How long is the warranty stuff on your eBay? So, hey man, I don't actually technically warranty stuff on my eBay. Oof, that gave me some sparks. Nice. I don't warranty stuff on my eBay. However, I operate, and I know this is going to sound really stupid, and I don't think, obviously, people who are content creators are probably the only other people who would get away with that, where they're able to physically show their workings, or if a business has like so many customers that actually people can vouch for them and they don't have bad reviews. I work off of goodwill. You better warranty your SD card reflow unless you replace the fuse. Yeah, but I'd have to warranty every one because I'm resetting the fuse low key. But again, it's more so I could replace it with a donor fuse from another ally and have the same issue, right? So you're saying you're talking about upgrading the fuse. You're not talking about replacing the fuse. You're talking about upgrading it. Am I right? Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily make a difference in that sense, right? What I'm actually able to get away with is having goodwill. So I'll give you an example. I've got a video coming out, chat. Listen to this. I've got a profit. Wait, was it the profit or loss that I done yesterday? Was that where I talked about the PS5 chat? Yes or no? Does anybody know if I talked about the PS5 yesterday and yesterday's profit or loss? Or sorry, Saturday's profit or loss? Episode 70. Let me check.
If that's okay. Now the way that eBay
works, you guys see that, right?
Is that you actually have 3 months to be able to.
You guys saw that? Did anyone comment on that? Oh no! It's not live yet. Sorry. Yeah, this is the next one. It's the next one. So actually, I got some stuff to do. So have fun on the island. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. So, hey man, what I do is I work off goodwill. So essentially, on eBay, I don't offer a warranty, but for example, if somebody bought something and they got it and it stopped working, I use
your 12H repair video as an audiobook to smiley face.
Let's go.
Calm me down, and I sleep like my 1-year-old daughter.
Exonic GR, thank you very much. I appreciate that. 2 months in a row. Thank you for the Prime subscription. 1,179. Thank you guys. Thank you. Spoilers. Yeah, I'll say it because there was a PS5. Let me give you an example. There was a PS5. I sold in September, chat. I sold at the end of September. The end of December, I got a message on eBay. Hi, the PS5 that I purchased from you is now not working. It's beep on, beep off. 3 months. It was over 2 months, just under 3 months. So I said, so was it working up until that point? They said, yeah, working fine. I said, okay. I said, what I'll do is if you pay for postage to come back, I'll have a look at it for you and inspect it. And if it's the same fault that I find, then what I'll do is I'll refund you the full amount. If I have a PS5, I'll swap it out for another one. But if it's the same issue, I'll refund you. They said, oh, by the way, I've opened it. I said, so what? You've gone inside the console. You've taken off the warranty sticker. Yes. I've taken off the warranty sticker because I wanted to check the power supply to see if it was an issue with the power supply. Now, any logical business owner at this point would say, I'm sorry, my guy. It's not happening. Warranty's void. How do I know you've not done something inside it? However, I asked him to pay for postage for it to come back. I checked it, and it's down to the same UART code. I refunded that customer fully. I wasn't even able to do it on eBay because it went past the 3 months. I had to send them PayPal money. The full amount. 200 and... I can't remember how much it was. 200 and something pound. I operate off a goodwill and common sense. If I have a customer, that's why I don't give warranty on eBay. Because you don't have to give a warranty on eBay. That's the whole point. You don't have to give a warranty on eBay. But in that sense, I genuinely do think that they were trying to replace power supply because they thought that was faulty. But upon checking the console, it had the exact same error code. And do you know what the issue was? Another reason why I've done it is because it was the Infineon chip. Now, for those who are up to date with the series, anytime I've had an Infineon chip that I've sold or I've just replaced and it's fixed it and I've sold it on eBay, they've come back. Every single one. I'm 3 for 3 now in Infineon. And what I've said in the video is if I get another issue that says it's the Infineon chip or the power circuit supplying the Infineon chip, I'm writing it off. Because every single PS5 that I sold on eBay that's done that has come back to me. Nice, but I would have charged a rental fee for the 3 months he had it for. Yeah. Like I said, guys, as a normal business owner, it's a reject. You've opened the console. I put a warranty sticker on it for a reason. Unfortunately, that's it. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, this one's been reset. No. Here it is. Excuse me. Whoa. Well, it says the console's on. It was just on a second ago. Now it's turned off. Is it because I unplugged it from the battery? I mean, it shows it's on. Why don't you buy back instead of refund? I got the console back, Benny. I got the console back. And I inspected it. And I said, yeah, you can have your refund. Because I got the console back. So at that point, I could have sold it for parts. And still made a loss. Or I keep it for parts. Yeah, I have serial numbers as well. Yeah. I have to. I don't think the battery's charged enough in this, by the way, and that's why it's turned off. I think when it comes to battery, it's really low, which is why it's turned off. So let me just grab it and plug it in. Yeah. I should have left it. You're right. And that is very bent, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to drag that and put this underneath like this. There we go. That's better. Frankie, he. Yo, thank you very much for the Prime subscription, Frank, he. I appreciate that. I don't know if your name is Frankie or Frank. He. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. That means a lot. 1,180 total Twitch subscribers, guys. Can you believe that we're still over 1,000 subscribers? Because I can't. I thought there would have been a lot drop off recently, but we're still over 1,000 subscribers. I think there is going to be a day soon where it goes below 1,000. But nonetheless, incredible. Marv, welcome. How are you? So we can see, right, I'm just turning this on because I've got it plugged in, right? We have nothing here. No LED, nada. I'm just going to see if this works at all. So, again, I've just turned this on and it loaded up Windows. In which case, I'm just going to see if this operates in Windows. If not, I'll go straight for the replace and see how that holds out. It's very possible that this board has also knackered this board, but we'll see. Because this board has the main big ribbon cable that goes into it, and then that data is shared along the battery into this stick. There's 2 ITE chips on this analog stick, which control this stick and this stick, FYI. Straight away, I'm thinking I'll just go ahead and replace this, especially if the LED light isn't working for whatever reason. But could that mean that there's more issues with this than just it not being up and down working, you know? Ryan, welcome. How are you? Oh, they said it just goes left and up and down, right? They said it just goes up and down. Could it be driver issue? Do I want to test this or do I just go straight for the replace? That's the question that I'm asking myself. Because it says on the box, doesn't it?
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator.
It says on the box. I don't know whether to go for driver updates.
Features, press Windows and U, or select the accessibility.
I don't know what to do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna take it apart, and I'm gonna see if there's an issue with the cable or the actual mechanics of the analog stick. And then if they are quote unquote working, or they look to be okay, I'll probably just go through and run a bunch of driver updates and see if that then fixes our issue. But I've got a feeling that, you know, the people that I buy these from, they would have tested that. What's the gut say? In regards to this repair? I don't know. It's a hard one. I'm sorry to hear, Kashi. I'm sorry to hear, my friend. We all want screen narrator. No, we don't. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Straight through the warranty. You're going to do the driver updates regardless, no? Yeah, of course, yeah. But it's the difference between me just sat here waffling and talking and not doing anything. Has this been opened before? No, it hasn't. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? It's not been opened before. The other warranty stickers are on. The cable for the LEDs is unplugged. Possible that it just took a knock. I'm kind of on the side now that I need to just update the drivers with this, to be honest. That's what I feel like I need to do, because I'm unsure if this is going to be... Oh, wait, that kind of looks like it's been opened before, hey? It's got like a scratch down here. I don't know. Is that the right way? Is that battery the right way? The cable the right way? Because it looks like it's not meant to be bent like that. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do the driver updates because I've just plugged that in. Let me see now if actually it lights up. Let me see if it lights up. Let's try that. Hi, Ryan Labs. I hope the case is going well against King Electrical. What's that? And would you look at that? The LEDs work. I reckon maybe they just got hold of this one and the left and right didn't work because they hadn't done the driver update. So this is going to be the mouse. The mouse is working fine on the right stick. This is the stick that had the LED ribbon cable out. I've just put it back. We'll see what happens. Broderant, welcome. How are you? So this is going to be another driver update, hey?
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows and Control and Enter. For more accessibility features, press Windows and U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom corner.
Because the stick works up and down, I think what I need to do is I need to just go through with this and set up Windows and see if it works. The good thing is I don't need to do the ASUS Cloud Recovery with this. It's already got like the first part of Windows done. So, well, not necessarily the first part of Windows, but it will have some essential drivers. So I'm just going to go through the setup real quick, get onto the ROG software and see if it's like an Armory Crate update or driver. We've had that before with one of these ROG allies, so I'm really hoping that's the case here. If it is the case, Lord Glove above on a dove, the profit we're making here is insane. Insane in the membrane. We're saying just a cable out and update. Maybe. Ryan is a big supporter of Right to Repair. I've been following his journey on taking company to court to get schematic drawings. Oh, amazing. That sounds amazing. Ryan, are you still here? I almost bet they've been lazy and just resold it, and now it's back to 100%. Maybe. I wouldn't necessarily say laziness. I'd replace that word because a lot of people don't feel comfortable / don't have the knowledge or know-how to even take off the back of this device and wouldn't want to do that, you know? Which I think is fair enough. Me personally, when I didn't know how to repair electronics, which, you know, was 6 years ago, I wouldn't have felt necessarily massively too comfortable taking something apart like this, you know? Updates are underway. Lord Glove. Here we go, chat. So whilst this is doing this, should I take a look at another ROG ally? Because this is just getting a little bit silly now. I will name this ROG ally number 2, though. I think is our best bet, right? Let me name that ROG ally number 2 so I don't get confused, because that's the second one that we're looking at in today's stream. The first one, we're just doing a bunch of updates now for the BIOS. This is ROG ally number 2. So let me just put 2 on here. Wow, profits on these are nuts, man. Makes up for all those PS5s. You guys remember the PS5's? PS5's nightmare, yep. Skip for now. This is just going through like the name and stuff. So it's literally on. Angel Martin, welcome. How are you? These will be going towards profit or loss, yes. Yep. Sign into Microsoft, honestly. Windows 11. We're going to fall out. 2FA. About time I catch a stream. Also, yo, what's going on, Drek? How are you? How's Minnie doing now? Yeah, Minnie's doing really well. Macro is doing okay. Macro just has a real bad cough. So Macro's getting there. Just a little bit of time. Bronchiolitis. Sounds like a dinosaur. It's what he had. Bless him. I really wanted to take him swimming last week on Thursday, but I wasn't able to because of the fact that he's still got this nasty cough. I don't want him picking anything else up whilst we go to the swimming. So I think I'll see how he is next week because he's still got the little raspy cough, but it seems to be getting better. When I say next week, I mean this week. Last Thursday I went to take him. If you have another one, there will be no more. There will be no more. End of series. I often wonder what he named the company after. You know, something that's micro and soft. I've got 2 kids, yeah. 2 children. I run SteamOS on my Z1 Extreme and it's amazing. So much better performance and battery life to boot. Z1 Extreme, I like. Yeah, nice, Stacey. I like that. I've not put Linux on either of, well, any of these ROG Allies, to be fair. Hey, Joey, haven't talked in a bit. How have you been? Blitzy, I've been really, really good, my friend. How are you? Okay, downloading Windows 0%. Right, that's going to take a long time. So let me put it on the box. That can stay there. Wicked, wicked. Jungle is massive. And then I've got one more. This is, guys, this is the last ROG Ally. This is the last of the 12 that I purchased. Last of the 12. I spent £1,800 on these ROG Allies. This is the last one. Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm pretty sure I've made a video on every single ROG Ally that I've done in the 12 that I fixed on a profit or loss video. I might actually take that, like obviously I've got profit or loss, but make a whole video on these ROG Allies and just blend it all into one as well, just as like additional content. So maybe do it as like a 2-hour video. It's like a 2-hour video on these 12 ROG Allies that I had and just go boom, 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 boom. And then do like total profit out of the 1,800 quid rather than the individual prices. And just chuck it up as an extra video. Might do that. Just see how it does. It will probably flop, but it is what it is. It'll probably flop, but it is what it is. I think it will. Some people might like to fall asleep to stuff like that, you know? Right, so again, for ROG Ally number 3, I guess, for this specific video, I think I paid £155 for. So can we fix this one? This one, supposedly, you're not going to believe it. Adam and Eve, it is, oh, okay, blurry. It says faulty SD card. Now, what does that mean? Faulty SD card, I think. Anyway, there's nothing else that's wrong with this, supposedly. Everything else is yes, yes, yes. It's just the fault is the SD card reader. Now, if this is as easy as the other SD card reader, we just need to reflow the fuse that surrounds the SD card reader, and then what it should do is reset because they're thermal fuses. If they take on too much current, then they can blow. And they don't come back down to 0 ohms. So all you need to do is heat them up to go above the temperature that they would have blown at, and then it resets the fuse. Let's see what happens. Imagine, there is unfortunately no charger in this one. If that is what the issue with this one is, you know, it can always depend and be certain different things. Now, again, I'm probably going to have to turn this on and confirm. I might, instead of doing that, because I've got one charging here that's going through updates, I've got another one down there that's going through updates, I might just take this one apart and inspect the fuse. I'm not going to test it to make sure it turns on. I trust the seller in the fact that this device turns on. Testing 1, 2, 3. I trust the seller in the fact that this device turns on. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, the volume's okay. I had a video recently where it sucked. It was the last stream that I done, chat. You might not have noticed, but halfway through the stream, my audio went really bad. And that's happened before. So let's get this one apart quickly and see if it has a faulty fuse. Or, sorry, I say faulty fuse. Technically, it's not faulty. It's just, it's blown, but with heat, we can actually reset it. Why didn't we close the SSD again? Because it enables BitLocker. You can't clone the SSD because it enables BitLocker. I don't know if there might be a way on Rufus to like get rid of that, or with the specific cloning. I don't know, but yeah, that's why. Need to leave now. See you later. Forgot, much love. I'd say try and get some rest, but I mean it's been since September, right? I'm just thinking of you, mate. Okay. You can disable it in Windows. Yeah, I probably should just do that. That's the reason why, though. Yeah, in Windows disable BitLocker. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. I was just shocked because I was like, I went through the whole process of copying it, and then that happened. And I was like, oh, I didn't think about it too much. I just thought, it doesn't matter because I've got other things. Right, so it doesn't look like. Oh, this has been opened before. It has been opened before. The warranty sticker has gone from this battery here and also where the APU is. So let's disconnect the battery because it could be something else that's gone wrong with this device. So I'm going to have to be extra on the lookout. This might not be as simple as just go ahead and replace, or sorry, thermally blast the fuse, you know. It could be that on the specific SD card reader, which is on the back of here, on the fan, not this side of the board, the other side of the board, it could be that maybe somebody's knocked some components or something. We don't know. Maybe, you know, things aren't always as simple as they seem. I just do know, however, somebody's taken this apart and put it back together. Saying that, it doesn't look like they've taken this off. Now, I know this is stupid because, well, it sounds stupid, but maybe they haven't taken this apart. Ah, somebody has taken the fans off, look. Because this sticky bit here isn't sticky. Shock. But it does seem like somebody's gone to the extent of taking the fans off. So how did they leave this cable in? I don't understand. I don't understand. Strange. Strange behaviour. Because that's been taken off, because that isn't usually that easy to pull off. Have these been taken off? Yeah, this has been taken apart. I don't know how they got about this though. Maybe they just put the sticker back on in like the perfect place. That's the only thing I could think of. But it does show that that they're somewhat competent with what they've done. But the SD card reader isn't working. So what's happened here? You know, all sorts of bells going on in my head. All sorts of bells going on in my head. Let's see. Sangster. Yo. Thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member, my friend. I appreciate you. That's very kind. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And welcome to the club. There isn't much to be rewarded in the club, I'll tell you that. So I appreciate the support. The support is like a bonus to me, so thank you. Happy 2 months. Thank you very much, my friend. Very kind of you. 1,180 total Twitch subs as well, guys. Thank you. Right, that should be all of that. And I've still got the SSD plugged in, but that's okay for now. Do I need to take that off? Oh, I don't. I don't need to take that off. And it would just be, what's it called? Chat TPM. Maybe you should have tested before after all. Correct. Right, let's go over to the SD card fuses, which are hither, and just see what the situation is with those. Joey, have you been using the Mechanic Nano Flux? I have, yeah, the M35. I don't mind. Oh, that's just closed. I don't mind it, mate. I think it's decent flux. It's a bit gloopy when it comes out of the syringe, so you have to be careful in that regard. But it's good flux. There we go. And it can be a little bit more of a pain to clean, I'd say, than my old Kingbo. Do you love to repair? I do, Lido. Yeah. Marnie, welcome. How are you? Thank you very much for the follow to Marnie and Lido. I appreciate you guys. All right, continuity mode is on. Now we're going to measure the fuses on the back of this SD card reader, which is just here. These are our 2 fuses. And what we want is a continuous path through both of them. What do I mean by continuous path? 0 ohms. Or as close to that as possible. So what do we get here? 0 ohms. What do we get here? 2 ohms. I've made a mistake. I should have tested the SD card reader when it was all together. Because that is fine, and so is that fuse. Both of these are fine. Both of these are fine. We do have a chip here. Let me just see if there's any around here, whether there's any issues, whether that be not caps or stuff that kind of stands out. All looks good around that chip, doesn't it, visually? Let me check this little 0 ohm resistor. Yeah. Okay. The SD card reader itself looks to be soldered. I'm going to check inside the reader. No bent pins from what I can tell. Or maybe one on the left. Just down there, can you see that? I don't know if that is quote-unquote normal. Do I have a donor? Let me check this donor. Yeah, that one's straight. I wonder if it's just that bent pin. Could it be that bent pin just ever so slightly out of alignment, which is causing it? Just there on the left. Can you see that? Could it be that? Let me get my tweezers. See if I can bend it back. Because why not? I think you don't want to bend it too much. Up. I just can't get it at an angle that I need to get it at. And there, I don't really have anything that's sharp enough to get down there and just dislodge it. I'm just looking to dislodge it if I can from one side. What about these ones? These might be just about sharp enough.
To set up your device using
There we go.
turn on narrator by pressing Windows and Control and Enter. For more accessibility features, press Windows and U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom corner.
Need to try and get it out a little bit more, if possible. Pins are so delicate. Gotta be so careful. Can't even see it now. That was the best one yet. That was the best one yet. Hold on. Okay. Honestly, that might be it. That might be it. It might be good enough to test, but not to sell. I disagree. If I'm letting people know that that's exactly what I've done, and they can watch the video and see what I've done, they can buy it if they wish. But that looks better. Now, I don't know if that was actually causing a specific issue, and it took me a long time to do that. But the only thing that I can do is hazard a guess that that's why it wasn't reading. That's the only thing I can do. And now we test. Schnaggle, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind of you, sir. 1,180 total Twitch subscribers. Schnaggle, out of thousands of creators, you have chosen to support me. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. The copper pin broken inside and the whole socket has come off. To fix it, you need a nail. Yeah. Keep in mind the pin is weak because it's been bent and will bend again. But yeah. Do. Oh wait, was that the smaller one? No, I think this is the smaller one. Three's like watching surgery. Yeah. I wouldn't leave a card in, no, because I'd need to make sure if it was working that it was fully working and that I could. Oh no, that was the smaller one, and that I could comfortably take an SD card out and put one back in, etc. Saw the TikTok of your weight loss muscle gain. Mad props. Thank you, Matimus. I appreciate that. Puffin. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I said it once, I'll say it again. Thank you for the support, guys. The Prime subs are incredible. Thank you. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch to Amazon Prime and give a free sub to your chosen creator. Puffin, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. 1,181. Thank you, guys. Yeah, the TikTok was nice. Would you be comfortable replacing the SD card reader? I mean, yeah, if I had to, yeah, of course. Of course. If she works, she works. I don't know if this is going to be the issue, though, don't forget. Badaboom, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member. I appreciate you. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. El Bodster, my guy. Thank you very much for the Prime for 10 months in a row. You absolute legend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the SD card reader here, it kind of looks I'm not going to use the word simple because what I might find simple, others will find very difficult. But for my level, it kind of looks okay to do. SD card readers are a little bit tough though because of the plastic that's involved. So you need to move the hot air around to make sure that what you're doing is okay. Because otherwise you will burn the plastic. Don't forget to praise the bunny suit. Lord Glove, man. Guys, I think we went like maybe a 7-stream streak without mentioning that word. And now it's been brought back. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What's a bunny suit? I have no idea what you guys are referring to, unfortunately.
Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, the Class Master Race. Thank you very much for the Prime for 13 months. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to you, my friend, as well. Happy New Year. Why was that so loud? CJ Bot, thank you very much for the gifted sub to I Am The Bomb. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you, sir. Happy to see a Rare Monday stream? Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Of course. Triggered a hype train? Chat, I think that's the first hype train. Lord Glove. That's the first I need to say it again. That's the first hype train of this stream, right? Did we have one earlier or not? I can't recall. Another ROG? Yes, another ROG. Yeah, it's not the same as yesterday, no. I don't know if we had a hype today. Did we have a hype today, chat? I can't remember. Hype train on Twitch. No choo-choo today? I see. Okay. Thanks for confirming, Retro. Level 2 in the building. Thank you, guys. CJ, thank you for the gifted sub. That's your first gifted as well, my friend. Thank you. It's very kind. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. First of the stream. First hype train of the stream. All right, all right, all right, all right. Seized the 666 coming in with the Prime for 6 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Legendary status move. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Probably shouldn't do that when the battery's plugged in, but we're here now, aren't we? Yes, we are. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Is there something like a hype train on Kick? No, I don't think so. No. Okay, I have to ask, what's a hype train? There's a thing on Twitch which is called a hype train, wizard. And when somebody subscribes or gives bits or gifts a subscription on Twitch, it contributes to the hype train. And you have 5 minutes. And every time you level up the hype train, the 5-minute timer restarts. And you see how much of a higher level you can achieve. So, for example, the highest level hype train that we've achieved is 22, which is absolutely absurd, by the way. But that's what the gist of a hype train is. So it creates hype in the attempt to support the streamer. So it's, again, down to the community. No, 22 will never be beaten, guys. 22, to confirm, will never be beaten. This ROG Ally, which I believe was the... Guys, which one was that one, man? That was the BIOS one. That is now on Windows, so I can use this now to see what the situation to the nation is. Actually going to continue the setup whilst this is waiting. That's what I heard. No, guys, listen. It's not possible. 22 level 22 to beat level 22 is not possible. It's not. Not like, even if I had 1,000 viewers. I'm being honest. Even if I had 1,000 viewers, we wouldn't do it. And I mean that. Never be beaten, he says. It won't be. It won't be. It's straight facts. This isn't no reverse psychology. It is just facts. That one's restarting. Come on. This is where I find out this one's no power. I'm just loading up the AMI to see exactly what it is draw-wise we get on this. Chat be like, hold my flux. Nah, guys, look. Level 2, we got 1 minute left, 50% of the way. Trust me. Oh, 22 is not beatable. Trust me. Trust me. I'd be on thousands of subscribers. It's just not... I don't think it's actually logistically possible, to be honest, with the amount of views and stuff we have. It's not logistically possible. Serious. Serious. I think from, like, I imagine a level 21 to 22 would be something silly like 50 subs. It's just not something that can be done. Thank you very much for the level 2 hype train. 20 seconds left on the clock, 50%. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's put this here. Let's try now. Still nothing. What's going on? Let me close the Ammeter software and load it back up. See if I can get an exact reading as to what's happening. No, nothing. Level 2, guys. Thank you very much. Level 2 hype train. Thank you. Thank you. Completed. I appreciate it. Thank you. Is it going to load up now? Com 6. I think maybe it's com port 8. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it works. I'll just put this here. Here we go. Okay, so we do get some sort of draw. 20 milliamps. I'm just going to see if that bumps up. 500. 1 amp. So that is charging the battery. I think the battery might just be dead, to be honest with you. I think the battery might just be dead. Right. That's going through Windows updates. This one is going to turn on. No, it's not. But I need to know if it just... I mean, it's got the light to show that it's doing something. I'm going to message Gibbs real quick. Would you guys like to see a short Arc Raider stream today? We're talking maybe about an hour or so. Do you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see me stream some more Arc with Gibbs? Still nothing. Because essentially I've got 3 ROG allies on the go here. And they're all just updating. So there's that. You guys do want to see it? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, all right, all right. All right. If I must. You know what I mean? One of those. Never seen or played Arc Raiders, so yes, lovely jubbly, let's go. So I've got 3 on the go here. Let me call Mr. Gibbs and see what the situation is with him. I might just give him a call quick. Because I don't know if he'll see it. Or I could just go into his stream, right?
So how did we die?
Oh god, he's watching how he died, chat.
I remember this game.
He's watching how he died. On second thoughts, do we want to play? I'm just labeling this up. On second thoughts, do we want to play?
Hey, Ferret. Hey, Joey. Game? I'll be up for some games. I'm just trying to work out. Oh, this was the game just before Joey joined us last time.
He's watching me. He's watching our games. This is really weird.
Oh god, I've just been shot. Joey, I've been shot. Oh, it was the guy up there. I remember that. I didn't think there was anything sus though. Oh, that was What's he shooting me with?
Right, so does he want me to do this? Do you guys want me to play some Ark? Okay, so 3 SD card. I've got this one on as well. Yeah, it's just going to have to wait. I've got to just let it sit in charge, I guess. This one's doing Windows updates. This one's doing this. This one, I'm actually going to turn this one off for now, which is the bad stick. So I'm going to shut that one down. I'm going to put this one on charge down there whilst I play games and just go through the updates whilst I can. All right, listen, chat. For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. I'm going to end the stream now, but go over to my Twitch because I'm going to play some Arc Raiders with another streamer and he wants to get carried. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to spam my Twitch in YouTube chat. Just here. Hello?
Someday, Joey, I am going to surprise you with a level 30 hype train.
Cap. I call cap. Oh, the SD card one's just turned on, man. Look at that. It's just turned on. I don't believe it. We're going to have to wait because I've already said yes. Crazy. Guys. Bada boom. Thank you very much for the $10. I appreciate you. I hope you get your truck sorted. I think it's Interstellar, right? I could be wrong, but I hope you get it sorted, mate. I call cap on the level 30 hype train, but thank you nonetheless. I appreciate it. Guys, go over to my Twitch. I'm going to play some stuff. Hit the follow button, and we're going to have a fun time over there for the last hour or so of the day. So thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you. And we'll get up to some mischief on Arc Raiders. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the repair stuff today. I know it wasn't the best of fixes, but we tried at least to get some content, and we have failed. So it's GG. Thank you for watching, and go over to Twitch right now. I'm going to carry on the stream there. Thank you, YouTube.